Hello guys, Immaculate over here. Just sat here in the van, chilling out. And I was thinking to myself, why rush? But I need to ask you guys a very important question. Can you please subscribe to my channel? Beloved brother, beloved sister, I love you so much. I adore you. Can you please help a brother out and subscribe to my channel? Actually, I'm kidding. That's not really me. I'm just that's not my style, guys. I don't know. I'm just trying out some stuff, trying to figure out this. I don't know. Trying to figure it out. We've got to build something here, and we've got to try different angles at approaching this. But I'm gonna try keep my eyes on the camera lens because I keep looking down there. I don't know why. Again, like I said to you, fist down, toes down, gorilla style, right? So we got to look at the camera and try to maintain concentration on the camera. And I've seen people saying that it's a skill that you have to build. You're not gonna build the skill rushing. You got to slow it down. So I'm sat here in the van. I've got a delivery, but I've got 10 minutes. So I thought, you know what? Let me quickly do a quick 10-minute vlog. I'll try and make a 10-minute vlog, but what am I gonna speak of? I've got to think of something on the spot. So do you see that contradiction right there? I'm telling people to slow down, take a deep breath, right? Synchronize with nature. And I love nature, guys. I'm being serious. I am being dead serious. Nature is divine. Nature is pure. Nature is as innocent as it gets because we are part of nature. We're supposed to be in symbiotic with we're supposed to be in symbiosis. We're supposed to be in symbiosis with nature. Yes, guys, these words are big words, but it's good. It's good that we're having these hiccups because it's embarrassing, yes, but what's the worst, right? It's what's gonna happen, right? Somebody's gonna think that I cannot say a word. So what's the worst? You're still breathing. I'm still breathing. Look, I'm still breathing, right? It's not that you cannot do it. It's just you haven't learned how to. And repetition. That's my motto, right? It's not that you have not done it. You just haven't learned. And repetition, you have to keep going at it. No matter how discomfort and embarrassing it gets, you have to keep going at it. But anyways, guys, moving on to the topic of the day, which is speed, right? Sometimes you want to go fast, but sometimes you want to go slow, right? In me as example, in the situation that I've been in, because I'm a driver, I've seen situations where driving fast is not good for you, right? It's not good for your health. Driving fast is not good for your health. Plus, you got this huge van, you're trying to get to where you're going, and for the last couple of weeks, I've been delivering very, very late, and the manager have told me to speed up a little bit, but I'll just drive slow so I can get there safely. But again, speed. So what is speed? Speed is projection, moving from one point to another point, but the rate at which you're moving from point A to point B. That's my definition of speed again. And you can either get there fast or you can either get there slow. Getting there slow is beneficial, but it's also negative. But getting there fast as well is beneficial, but it's also negative. It depends on what reason you're trying to get from A to B. Me as a driver, I'm just trying to get from A to B in the safest way as possible, but also trying to maintain good time discipline because I've got a time clock here. I don't know, they're monitoring me, right? So I've got to get from A to B. But again, God intended for life to be fast, and also God intended for life to be slow. If you are moving from A to B too slow, I don't know what can we say. If you move again, I'm having to think on the spot. I haven't really planned on what I'm going to say, and I'm also working against the time here. So if you're moving too slow, by the time you get there, you're gonna miss out on the best things. If you're moving too fast, you're gonna miss out again on the best things, right? So they're kind of two parallels. If you're moving too slow, by the time you get there, you might miss out on the best things. If you're moving too fast, by the time during the travel, during the motion whilst you're traveling from A to B, you might miss out on the best bits, whatever you are doing. So you've got to find the balance in life. You should rush, but you should not rush. You should be aware of time. There are five, I think, no, let me see. There are 5 great teachers in life, right? The first one is God. God is the best teacher of them all. Got something in my eye. The best teacher of them all is God. The second one is time. The next one is experience. The next one is nature. And then the fifth one is a child, a baby. If you're a parent, think about how much you will learn from your child, right? So those are the best teachers in life, and the rest of them are secondary. Of course, you can learn from other people, but the rest are just secondary. So God, time, self-experience, nature, and the baby. A baby is perfect. The only thing that a human being can make is a baby. And babies are perfect because they are innocent. They are completely void of anything that's happening in the world. Completely just innocent bystanders. So that's the best teacher, and that's the most perfect thing that we can make as a human being. With that said and done, guys, I need to ask first, before I can go any further, here's me, African brother over here, beloved brother, beloved sister, asking you, can you please subscribe to my channel? Immaculate Tortoise, the half man, half tortoise, the African tortoise, face down, 10 toes down, gorilla style, asking you to subscribe to his channel. I've got to keep saying that until it becomes just like breathing, like synchronizing with nature. And again, you've got to take your time, but you've got to be aware of time. You don't want to get there too slow because you might miss out on the best things. You don't want to get there too fast because you might miss out on the best things. So it's a parallel. And again, the reason why I'm even able to think this way is because of God, of course. I'm a firm God believer. There is a God up there, the divine supreme being, the one who created the universe, the one who sustains the universe, the one who stands above all. There is this divine energy. And when I say to you nature, nature is God. Nature is a representation of God. You and I, beloved brother and sister, are a representation of God. And God intended for us not to go too slow, but not to go too fast. You can go slow, but you must be aware of time. You can go fast, but you must be aware of time. You must find the equilibrium. So with life itself, don't rush. Try and enjoy the best things, but be aware of the time. Like I've said, whenever you become a parent, right? If you're a parent, congratulations. I'm gonna say that for now. But whenever you become a parent, of course, you want to enjoy being a parent for as long as possible, but you don't want to stay stuck in that position forever. You have some people who have been parents and they just, I wish I could go back to that. No, that time has passed, sweetheart. That time has passed, brother. You're supposed to enjoy it. You're supposed to enjoy it whilst it's happening. You're supposed to be living in that time. Don't go too slow, but don't go too fast. In terms of time, in terms of my self-experience regarding moving too fast, I've missed out on so many good things. When I was at university, it was just a party lifestyle. I don't even have many sustaining memories of me being at university because it's just a party lifestyle. So that was the negativity of trying to move life at a fast rate, trying to move life at a slow rate. Well, for me, if I've really been slow, maybe when I was in school. But I wouldn't necessarily say that I was being slow. I just didn't pay attention, and because I kept saying to myself, I'll learn this later. By the time I needed those skills, I was a bit behind. So taking my sweet time led to me stagnating and falling behind with what everybody was doing. And again, it's not that I could not do it. Again, it's not that you cannot, beloved brother, beloved sister. It's not that you cannot do it. You just have not learned how to do it. You must keep that in here. Okay. One thing I'd be very happy that if you were to learn anything from me is, it's not that you cannot do it. It's just how you haven't learned how to do it. It's not that you cannot do it. You just haven't learned how to do it. So again, it's a 10 toes down, 10. So fist down, 10 toes down, gorilla style. You got to keep moving forward no matter what. See, right then, I forgot my little saying, but I remembered it. Again, fist down, gorillas, right? They got the fists. Fist down, toes down. And gorilla style, right? You see that, right? Fist down, fists down, toes down, 10 toes down, gorilla style. And with that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pray. Okay? If you feel as if life is on top of you, If you feel as if the world is against you, and no matter what you're trying to do, pray. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.